Hello world, my name is Sima, and prior to my incarceration, all my knowledge is about prison ended with the idea that it meant losing your freedom. And I have no idea that there was a temporary detention center where you wait for a ruling. Then you get sent to a pretrial detention center where you fight for your sentence, or at least try to. And then you get an imprisonment and sent somewhere else, like a penal colony. All of this felt so distant and certainly not about you that finding yourself involved in this mechanism leads to strong physiological denial and non-acceptance of the situation. Let me start from the beginning. After being arrested, I was taken to the temporary detention facility. In Russian, it's called EVS, where you await your pretrial detention. And I was held in Moscow in the Krylatsky EVS. 4 days I've been there, and the cell was approximately 16 on 10 feet with a sink and toilet in the corner and 4 terribly cold beds because they made from metal. And it was the beginning of November, and everywhere was so cold and indescribable strange from homeless people who had sneaked on. As soon as I entered these places, you stop being considered a human being, and the treatment towards you becomes appropriate only if you behave accordingly. Don't try to assert your rights or threaten with your unknown rights. You won't prove anything. You are a criminal, and people there who works there, they don't think that you're a person, human. So don't try to be like a king on this place, because you're already a criminal. And I spent the first 2 days alone in the cell. Boiling water was provided at any time of day and night, and something resembling food was given 3 times. But when a person is under huge stress, you can't even think of eating anything. And I was taken outside to a yard surrounded by wire fencing, and that was approximately 23 on 7 feet. And then a Romani woman who had stolen a purse while waiting in line at McDonald's was put in my cell, and she was apologizing to me as if I could influence her situation. And strangely enough, most people only realize what they've done wrong after they've been caught. And she was lucky the victim didn't pursue the case and she was released. And this is the difference between a temporary detention center and pretrial detention center. From the former, you can go home, but if you end up in the later, 99% of the time you get a real sentence, and the state can't admit its mistake, and it could be too costly for them. From the temporary detention center, I was taken to court to determine the measure of restraint and to be transferred to the pretrial detention center. In my next article, I will talk about being charged in the pretrial detention center and the first 2 weeks in quarantine. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon. Bye.